Hello friends, welcome to my channel Civil Engineering Forum. We are in the second part of the topic connections, where today we'll be talking about types of connection in detail. So basically this is the classification of connections in any steel structure what can be used. Based on rigidity of the connection, they are classified as rigid connections, pinned or simple connection, and semi-rigid connection. So these are the main three types of connection which are available anywhere in a steel structure, where at first we'll understand what is a rigid connection. Rigid connection transfers axial force, shear force, and moment to the connecting members. So see, these three forces, that is axial force, shear force, and a moment, these things are transferred. This means these things are resisted. These are the resisting force and resisting moment. If we apply any force or any moment to a particular member, then these two forces and a moment will resist that. Under any joint rotation, the original angle between the member is retained. That is, rotational moment of the joint will be very small. See, here we are rigidly connecting any two members, by which we will not be able to move this member anyhow. If we apply axial force, shear force, or moment, it will not move the members. So let's see the figure of the forces. So this is the type of rigid connection what we were talking about. Here are two plates which are connected. This is the bracket plate. Bracket plate basically means the plate which is having the holes in it. So these are the four connections, or we can say the rigid connections what we have been talking. This is the shear force. See, we have joined this plate. If we are joining these two plates by rigid connection and apply a shear force from above, it will resist it. There will be a resistance for the shear force also. See, now if we join these two plates by rigid connection and apply a shear force, then it will provide resisting force. That is, there will be a reaction for this action. Again, if we provide an axial force, this is the axial force. Let me change the cursor so that you can see properly. See, this is shear force for which we are getting resistance. This is the axial force for which if we pull or push this member, there will be resistance and it will not be able to move. And last is this moment. If we apply any moment, then there will be a resisting anti-clockwise moment due to this clockwise movement. So basically we can say that these two plates have been fixed rigidly and it will not be able to move it. Similarly, for this I section channel, I have shown a bracket plate which is connected with this I section, and shear force, axial force, and the moment have been resisted. And if we weld any two plates, then it will have a similar action. That is, this shear force, axial force, and moment. All the three things will be resisted. It will, and the plate will be fixed very rigidly. It will not be able to move. So this was the first type of connection what we showed, rigid connection, and the second is pinned or simple connection. See, it is a connection in which no moment transfer is assumed between the connected parts. So out of the three things what we saw, axial force, shear force, and moment, only there is the moment which is not getting a reaction, which means if we turn anything, it will be able to turn around. But if we apply shear force or axial force, then it will be resisted. The rotational moment of the joint will be large in this case. See, there will be a rotational moment. If we try to move anything, this is like a hinges that are provided at the door. If we try to move it, yes, it will, but if we provide shear force or axial force, it will be resisted. It transfers shear and axial forces but no moments. Let us see the figure. See here, considering this figure here, this is the pinned or simple connection, we can say. If we try to pull it, that is, if we try to apply the axial force, it will not move due to this pinned joint. It will have a reaction. And similarly, if we apply a shear force, this dot what we can see over here, this is in 3D, we can say that it is going inside or coming outside from the screen, this particular dot. If we apply this shear force over here, again it will be resisted. But see, if we apply a moment over here, if we try to rotate this, it will easily be able to rotate around this pin. So this is known as a pinned or simple connection. Similarly, this is another figure. Here I provided a connection which is pinned or simple, or we can say even a hinge like connection. If we apply shear force, it will not move. If we try to apply axial force, it will not move due to the reaction. But if we try to rotate this, yes, it will rotate like this around the column. This beam will be able to rotate around this column. So this is basically a pinned or simple connection, and the second type of connection what we saw. And the third is Semi-rigid connection. See, it is a connection which transfers the axial force and shear force fully but moment partially. If we see this figure, not this, but if we see the figure of this rigid connection, here it is said that shear force is transferred 100%, axial force is transferred 100%, which means both of these are getting 100% reaction. The member will not move. But if we apply moment, but this moment is transferred partially. If we apply the moment, there will be some limit of this particular joint, after which if the moment increases, it will fail, or we can say it will rotate. So here we can say that it transfers the moment partially. Each and every connection has got some limit. So once this limit is reached, the connection will fail and it will try to rotate. So we can see that this moment is transferred partially here as written over here. There may not have sufficient rigidity to hold the angles between the members. See, if it crosses the limit of what we just talked about, the connection will fail and the moment will not be resisted, and the member will move slightly. This means it is not having the sufficient rigidity to hold the angles between the members. In reality, all the connections are considered semi-rigid. See, as I said, each and every member is having some limit. If we cross it, then the moment will now not be resisted and member will rotate around. And so in reality, we can say that all the connections are considered semi-rigid. Although it may be welded or rigidly connected, there is some limit. So friends, this is all for today, where we saw types of connections in any steel structure. Thank you for watching, and wait for the third part of the topic, connections.